Hello from Paris. We caught the Eurostar from Amsterdam yesterday and we arrived to our little Airbnb in the 17th at about 5 o'clock. And pretty much all we did yesterday was like go to the laundromat. We had a big load of washing to do and then we went to the grocery store and just had dinner in. I've been a little bit sick and I'm still recovering, which is annoying. I think all the traveling and then like change in weather from going from hot to cold caught up with me and just made me feel sick. But I'm really excited to be here. We have 4 full days. I want to do some shopping, some sightseeing. Jake's technically been to Paris before, but he was sick so he didn't leave the hotel, so he hasn't seen anything. He's never seen like the Eiffel Tower, so obviously we'll have to go tick that off the list. It's a very grey day today. We've got a nice view from our apartment though. We're staying on the top floor of a 7-story building, so every time we have to come up the stairs I'm so puffed and exhausted by the time we reach our apartment, but it's worth it for the nice view we have. I bought this little knitted headscarf in Amsterdam. One, I think it's so cute and warm, but also I'm having the worst hair day today that I'm just gonna have to wear this all day to cover up my hair. But I think we're gonna head over to the Monet kind of area. I'm gonna go get the famous hot chocolate and croissant at Culte and then do some shopping in some stores I want to visit and just walk around. Airbnb now, about to make us some dinner. We had a nice day of just wandering around. We went to Culte this morning, which obviously is like a very touristy spot, but we just wanted to try it so bad. It was so expensive, but it was really yummy. It's the best hot chocolate I've ever had, and you would hope so for the price we paid. Yeah, and then we just wandered around, had a few shops I wanted to go into, made our way over to where the Louvre is. We sat in a park for a little bit. Yeah, just wandered around for the day, and now we're back home having a night in. But I'll show you what I bought. I've been waiting this whole trip to come to Paris and go to the surprise store. It's a knitwear brand and they make these beautiful mohair cardigans and jumpers. So I went into their store today, which was so pretty. I'm not sure if the colour's going to show up quite right, but It's this beautiful baby blue cardigan. It's just so soft and so fluffy. The composition is 82% mohair. I love it so much. I think I might wear this tomorrow. I also stopped into a pharmacy because I wanted to buy a refill of my La Roche Cicaplast. This is the 100 mils, and in Australia this costs like $40. This was €12 for 100 mils, so like 22 Australian dollars. Literally half the price of what I pay like in Chemist Warehouse back home. So I had to get one of these. Anyway, isn't that crazy? It was literally half the price. Oh my god, also I'm here at the same time as Fashion Week. I've seen like a few cool fashion girlies around. Lots of people getting like their photos taken. All the cities I've been to, I've been keeping an eye out for what people are wearing and like what the trends are. I feel like every city has such a distinct style, and you can really tell like what the French girls are wearing, like always in denim and like a cool pair of shoes, like a loafer or a ballet flat. And I love it. I want to be a cool French girl so bad. It's almost 5 o'clock and we're about to head out to have a little picnic dinner and wander around the Eiffel Tower. I think we'll find a little spot to sit. I'm leaning more towards like maybe somewhere along the water instead of like the grass in front of the Eiffel Tower. But yeah, we'll have a little picnic dinner and watch the sunset and hopefully stay around to watch the tower sparkle. It's such a nice day today. The sun is fully out and it's like 20 degrees, so it's quite warm now, which is a nice change in temperature. This morning we had some really yummy pastries from Mamiche for heading up to like the Montmartre kind of area. We went to the photo booth there as well, which was fun. And we went to another bouillon for lunch. I really wanted to try French onion soup and they were sold out, unfortunately. So that was a bit of a miss, but we've got 2 more full days here, so I'm sure we'll find somewhere we can have that. But yeah, we just spent the day walking around, and so now we're gonna go find somewhere to buy a baguette and some cheese, maybe some wine, and we're gonna go have a little picnic.
I draw on myself for something new. I've drawn you from the light just for something to do. But there's not really much going on. You started to talk to me when I could not see clearly. But when I think about it, things wouldn't have turned out differently. But there's not really much going on. Darling, your dress.
We had such a fun night last night. We had our little picnic by the Eiffel Tower. So before we went, we wandered around the area we're staying in and picked up all the essentials. We went to the boulangerie and picked up a baguette. We went to the cheese shop and chose a camembert and like a hard kind of cheese. And then we went and bought a bottle of wine and went and found a little spot to sit on the water, like opposite the Eiffel Tower. And it was so fun and so nice, just sitting there watching like the sky change as it became nighttime and then watching the tower sparkle. There was this proposal that was being set up right near where we were, and it had like a bunch of flowers like set on the floor and then like some candles along either side, and there was two photographers like setting it up, and they had these like huge bright lights which very clearly gave it away. And it's just like, no shade, but that is low-key my worst nightmare, like getting proposed to in like a super busy area with heaps of people around you. Like right either side of the candles were people having picnics, and it's just like while it's happening you just have these huge bright lights in your face. I've seen these photos online of like, I think it's in Turkey, where the hot air balloons go up and it like pans across and there's this street and it's just like one after the other of like these will you marry me setups. It feels so tacky and fake, and it's just like, I can't think of anything worse than that. Anyway, we had a super nice evening. It was really fun. Threw the whole bottle of wine, ate our yummy French cheese, and today we also had a little picnic lunch in Luxembourg Gardens, but today we kind of spent it walking around Saint Germain and the Latin Quarter, which is such a cute little area. We went and tried some croissants that were so good, probably the best croissants. I just wish they were warm. That would have been the one thing that made them like blow my mind if they were warm. But yeah, lots of wandering around. Jake bought a new Carhartt jacket. We'd been going to so many Carhartt stores trying to find the jacket he wanted in his size, and we finally found one today. I also went to the perfume and like personalized hairbrush and lip balm store and picked out a little something. I use a hair comb every day and it's just like this really cheap plastic hair comb. I think it was Jake's, but I thought this was a really cute little memento from Paris, something very practical, and they personalize it as well, so I got my name put on there, and it's just this super cute little comb home. It's got like the 2 different brush sizes. And I just thought this was a cool little practical souvenir. The store was beautiful. It felt like you were in a grand old like French manor house castle. It was so nice in there. But yeah, we're just gonna have dinner at home again tonight. I'm looking out the window and I can see the gorgeous sunset. It was super foggy until like 2 or 3 o'clock today, and then the sun started to poke through the clouds. So hopefully it'll be a little bit sunnier tomorrow for our last day in Paris. Today was our last day in Paris. We started it off at the art gallery and we got to see Monet's water lilies, and there was like the 2 oval shaped rooms with his artworks curved around the walls. It was so beautiful, like the colours, the textures, the way they designed it and hung his work like really made you feel immersed in his paintings. It was so stunning and such a cool experience. I'm really glad that we got to go to that. So we spent about an hour and a half at that gallery. It's quite small, so it didn't take too long to go around. And then we headed back over towards the Monet kind of area and did a little bit of shopping. One of my favourite brands, Fruity Booty, actually started a pop-up here today. So it was perfect timing to head in and pick something up. So it was actually Fruity Booty and Murmur Earth, like the hair accessories brand. And I've had my eye on this claw clip for ages, and in London I found a silver one, but I just didn't love the way it looked with my hair colour, so I wanted the black one and got to pick it up today. I just think it's such a cool and like unique design, so I'm really happy to have this. And then I had my heart set on their polka dot tank top, but unfortunately it wasn't there, so I picked up a little something for my friend at her request and took some of their cute little postcards. And then this evening I had 2 wine bars I've been wanting to go to. Folderol was the first one, a wine and ice cream bar. So we both had a white wine from the southwest region of France, and I had an olive oil ice cream, and Jake had a key lime pie ice cream flavour, and that was really yummy. And then after that we went to Rojo, I think that's how you say it. Stunning bar, also in the Moray. And I had a glass of orange wine there, Jake had a chilled red, and we had a little cheese platter. But the interiors were just beautiful. Like big candlesticks of melted wax everywhere, and just like cozy, antique French vibes. And then, yeah, tomorrow we catch the Eurostar to London. I think in the morning we'll have enough time to duck out and grab a few more pastries to make the most of our last little morning in Paris, and then we only have a few days in London before we fly back home to Sydney. I can't believe our 2.5-month trip is almost over. I'd love to come back to Paris again. It's so beautiful, so many cool spots to eat and drink, and beautiful parks. When we were at the wine bar this evening, we were just talking about how cool it would be to like come back for like a week or 2 weeks and stay just in like a nice apartment and it feel a bit like your space, and you can kind of just explore the city slowly and go to all the cool like food and drink spots, and then you can just traveling slowly, you can just go spend the whole day in the park and take a little sketch pad and just draw all day. I think what I realized on this trip is that next time I come to Europe, I would like to visit fewer places in the one go and stay somewhere like really nice and kind of just experience that place and take it slow and use that time to be creative. I've been feeling like so inspired by all the travel we've been doing, but because we're doing like sightseeing all the time and moving around a little bit, much time, all the resources with me to use that creative energy. So I feel like next time I come back, it would be really cool to travel more slowly and be able to make time to like put that energy into creating something. But yeah, I had such a nice time in Paris. We had so much fun, ate so many baguettes, so many French cheeses, so many croissants, lots of wine, all the good things.